Hello, aspirants. Word stock. One of the students asked me the doubt, what is vocabulary, ma'am? You're doing a vocabulary booster series. How is it going to help us in our Clat preparation? Clat is just round the corner and in the offing, yes, it's going to really help you. How? What is going to help you? First thing is vocabulary is the word stock, the list of words which are in your mind. An average person has an word stock of say 1000, 2000, 3000, okay vocabulary or a average vocabulary 5000, and excellent vocabulary, very good vocabulary, overflowing with words, being very bubbly would be 10,000. So, vocabulary is in fact that word stock that you have in your mind, and that word stock is really going to help you understand the things in a right perspective. Now, when we are doing the roots today, you please keep adding on the examples of your own if it comes in your mind, if any word or a sentence which comes in your mind, so that you are able to understand and do the things in the right way. Moving on to our roots directly and the root word that we have in this. Right, we did the auto root, para root, alien root, nat and nav, and now we are taking up the root, wonderful root today, the Britishers who ruled in India for 200 years and we were their slaves, and they were the masters and we were the slaves. The relation was of so, but Indians have that sharp mind and they came out of the clutches of the Britishers' rule. Taking up the word Anglo anywhere, where it's Anglophobia, Anglo-Mania, Anglo-Irish, Anglo-Saxon, Anglo anything would be British. We have various Anglo writings, that is British Indian, right. Since this is the language, English language is not a mother tongue, it is a second language for us Indians. So, when we use this is, we are the words, we would use the word Anglo-Indian, that means the Indians who are using British. So, that is why this is an Anglo-Indian series. When we take the word Anglo, right, the word Anglo, which is British here, Anglo-Irish is the Irish citizens who are there of the British origin, they are called Anglo-Irish, right. So, we have Irish here, which is related with Ireland, which is part of Britain. Anglo-Saxon, the word is used for the people who were of Germanic inhabitant of England, those people who came from Germany and they were inhabitants of Germany, they were called the Anglo-Saxons. Anglo-Mania, now what is mania actually? Mania is madness, mania is madness. You know, obsession for something. An obsession for something, you want something too much, that is something which is a great obsession, too much of desire for something is this is the word here for Anglomania. Then Anglophobia, the word here phobia is fear. So, Anglophobia is fear of the people of England. Many people are Anglophiles. When we had Phil Root, it was love or too much liking, right, and when it is the word phobia, that would be fear. So, both the things are interconnected in this context, and you can easily remember these words thoroughly and you can mix them up and write them up, right. So, the Anglo-British series is known. Fine, very good. That's excellent because you could be easily able to recall these words and write them up. And Anglo-Irish, you have read the Anglo-Irish test, you have read the Anglo-Irish text. The Anglo-Saxons were the people from Germany. Many people have Anglo-Mania, don't have Anglophobia, they are not the rulers, and now India is a democratic country. Turning to more words, you have noted down Irish is Ireland, mania is madness or obsession for something, phobia is fear, and phil is love or liking for something. Right. Anglo-centric is again the word that we will take is considered in terms of England. So, when we have centric, that means our central focus is on British. Centric, you can see the central focus, you know, everything focused on Britishers, right? Anglophone is this, phone is sound. So English speaking person, many people are Anglophones, they speak English in these, and you've seen one thing, I would really want to talk of this word. I read in Karma by Kushwant Singh. It was a wonderful read. He was an Anglophile, the person Sir Mohan Lal. Wonderful. Please do read this short story. आपको Anglophile के बारे में पूरी जानकारी मिलेगी. You learn everything about Anglophile. Karma story. The writer is Kushwant Singh. You come to know, the name itself says, as you do, so shall you reap. So the person is an Anglophile and he's an Anglophone. He speaks in an anglicized manner of English. You know, what is anglicized? You pretend as if you don't know English, but you speak as if in a made up Hindi, right? Now, would the Britishers speak in Hindi? Koi hai? Idhar aao. Oh, so this kind of an English, as if you know, you pretend that you don't know Hindi. It's a matter of great pride for some of the Indians. They proudly say, I don't know Hindi. Hindi nahi aata hai, but they know English, right? And this kind of a thing, the made up kind of an English, is an anglicized manner of speaking, right? Sometimes we have the same, sometimes not. So that is why I've kept up option here for you. Moving on to more words of the word ang, A-N-G, anglicized, noted, story, do read up, worth reading. Anglophony, Anglophony is the use of English language, Anglosphere. So आपको सिर्फ अगर देखें तो एक बार roots पे focus करना है, just to catch up the things. Phone, language or sound. Sphere is round, all around. And fill, love, right? That will clear the concept, easily clear the concept, crystal clear, right? The term we would. Anglophony is the use of the English language. Anglosphere is the collection of the English speaking countries. Anglo-English is the British English. And Anglophilia is the strong admiration towards England and its people, right? All those people who have great love for people of England, their culture, their habits, the temperament, their nature, the climate and many more things are considered as Anglophiles, right? India is, you know, India abounds with Anglophiles, rightly said. Okay. We move to the last route for today. It's a longer route. We have various examples in this. So, I hope you have jotted down the things. Moving on to the next route. Chron. The word chron means time. Let's take the subsidiary route along with this. You've understood now the main plot and the subplot, the main route and the subsidiary routes. A means not, an means not, bio means life, logy means study. Right? Achronism is timelessness when there is not focus on the time, not popular, not using the time order. Means suppose I talk of 1947, then I talk of 1847, then I talk of 1942, then I talk of 1852 and then I talk of 1652. What am I doing? Am I chronicle or chronological order is followed? No. It is achronism or anachronism, means the chronological order has not been followed. Anachronism is existing out of its time in history. This is something which does not exist according to the historical things. That is anachronism, out of its time in history. Chronicle, wonderful famous magazine comes by the name Chronicle. This is the record of the historical times in a particular order. Wonderful read it is, worth reading. Chronobiology. Now, bio is life, logy is study and chron is time. 3 roots merge kar dete, 3 roots merging. So, chron is time, life and study. See how doesn't you say root don't work? Root works. The study of the time impact on animals, on life. What was the effect of time on animals? What are the changes? You've seen the man changes, the evolution of man from orangutan to the man of the primitive man to the present man, such a long change, the lifespan and the things that are being covered up. Yes, so that comes in the word chronobiology. So, when we have chron, this tells you about anachronism or acronism, because this both means not, a and an. So, that would mean in a negative sense. The bio would mean life and logy would mean study. You have added on to the subsidiary roots. Taking up the next in this, chronograph. So, let us take up the other roots that come up. Graph is right, phobia is fear, dia is around, one end to other, heter is different, not same. So, when we say chronograph, it is an instrument for recording the time, that is chronograph. It records the time, writes the time. Chronophobia is the fear of the time. You are afraid the time is moving fast. Do not have that chronophobia. At ease, you should do the paper with, yes, equanimity, the balance of mind. Diachronic is something which is synchronic and diachronic. Must have heard the word? These are two of the parameters used in phonetics. So, diachronic is something which has changed with time. Over time, the things have changed, that is diachronic. And heterochronous is appearing at different times. See, आपने एक word specially सुना होगा, heterogeneous. So, when we have gen is class and heter is different, like we have homogeneous. So, this is of different class or race, right? How easily the word comes. Same way if we make it homogeneous, of the same class or race, right. So, you could write out the words easily and you can see the changes that are coming up with time and the meanings, like the change which I can see in you. Yes, your vocabulary is increasing, it is enhancing, becoming better and better with this Bonvita cup, right. Some more examples for this. Isochronous, you can say that, ma'am, I do not remember the words. I never asked you to remember the words. I never asked you to mug up the words. I just told you that just focus on the root. Isochronous is something which is equal time. Synchronize, you must have heard, occurring at the same time. Sin is, in fact, if you would say the word, even the word sin is in a kind of an adaptation or adjust. You have to work in synergy with the government's policies. That is what you have to adapt or adjust accordingly. Chronology, so it is a study, logy is the study and chron is the time. So, it is the study of the time divisions. We have different eras, maybe Victorian, Romantic and modern eras, and accordingly the eras have been divided and we have the chronological order. If it is following a systematic order, you are talking of 16th, 17th, 18th and 19th century. So, this follows a chronological order. If you talk of this and then this and then this and then this follows not a chronological order. The last words in this, yes. Chronometer, the word itself says, that is an instrument which measures the time duration that is taking the interconnected words, and chronometry is the science of the accurate time measurement. They are interconnected words. Synchronize is linked with this, something moving at the same time. The words are the same, only thing that we have linked up the words that have to be kept in mind. If we just revise the roots that we have done in this, the word Anglo is British, mania is madness, phobia is fear, centric is focused, phone is sound, phil is love, philia is love, phone is sounds, fear is the particular area, chron is time, a is negative, an is without, bio is life, logy is study, graph is writing, phobia is fear, dia is across one end to the other, heter is different, logy study, and sin is something which is in adaptation or similarity with. So, 15 subsidiary roots and the basic roots, what more you can grab in 15 minutes. Don't worry, things would happen. It's rightly said, God helps those who help themselves. So, help yourself with vocabulary, right? Thank you, students.